place where you can go, where there's no one to tell you yes or no. If you just look into your heart, you will find there. That's the place to start. If you take a step and take another again, you'll find a better place to land. I know that it can be there someday. You've been waiting for. I know this life can be that one life you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Oh, 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 oh. Today could be the day. Oh, 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 today could be the day.
I'm Jerry Ingram. I'm the owner of Volunteer Home Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage broker company located in Maryville, Tennessee. I love meeting people and just being here for them. We provide all types of mortgages. You just give me a call at 865-238-7500 and online at volunteerhomemortgage.com.
Well, good morning. Happy Taco Tuesday, or rather a cup of coffee this morning. Hey, by the way, if you're looking for a good Christmas present for somebody, remember I have a merch shop on easttandweather.com. You can get some nice little mugs here. You can get hoodies and umbrellas and stuff. So if you have a weather nut in your life, that's a good way to do it. And I will pass along this morning as well that I'm going to be doing 15 days of Christmas starting tomorrow. So you're going to start to see some social. You're going to have to follow me on social media for this one. It's going to be in all social media stuff. We'll talk about it on the broadcast each and every day. But there are going to be certain rules and regulations to enter to win a full year subscription to Weather Call, who I've partnered up with. It's a great little organization. That's only $15 a year. Comes out to 4 cents a day, but I'm giving away 15 of those. We're going to be starting 15 days of Christmas here tomorrow. Can you believe that we're just shy? We're 16 days away from Christmas. Is that not just mind-blowing? Absolutely mind-blowing. My mom comes tomorrow, by the way. Mom Witcher is coming to the town tomorrow. She's only staying until Sunday, so she's not staying all the way through Christmas, but I've not seen my mom in a year, so it's going to be really good to see my mom come to town and hang out with her. Although we are in the middle of construction, as many of you know, with the kitchen renovation, so I've already told her that. I was like, yeah, well, we're going to be eating out a little bit more frequently than we typically do. And, well, you're not going to be able to sleep in, Mom, because construction workers are going to be in the house sanding and hammering and doing all those things. Let's take you outside and show you a live look from one of the East Tennessee weather cameras here. This is in West Knoxville, just down by Fox Road Marina. Got some high-level clouds out there. Got a few jet contrails. A sign of a changing weather pattern, and that change is heading our way as we head through the overnight hours and through the day tomorrow as well. All right, so let's talk temperatures for a second. I was a bit off yesterday. I was forecasting 47 degrees. Most models were indicating 46, 47 to even 48 degrees, and we only made it to 43 thanks to the clouds and a little bit of mixed bag of precipitation. Some sleet was being reported yesterday, and we saw some good, solid, fresh snow across the mountains of East Tennessee and North Carolina. All right, but we have another wave on the way. That next wave is swinging its way on into the area. And this wave is diving its way out of Canada. You can see a big old bullseye of a big old batch of heavy snow across the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes, Michigan, Minnesota, Wisconsin. As it moves its way through East Tennessee, it's really not going to do a whole lot, but these are fast-moving clipper systems, if you will. One thing it will do, though, is it is going to gradually increase the wind throughout the day. So the winds are light this morning with a few clouds, not a ton of clouds. We're going to see plenty of sunshine throughout the day today, so grab the winter coats and the sunglasses. But the wind's going to gradually increase throughout the day today, and even more so overnight tonight. So if you have any yard art decorations for the holidays, you may want to deflate them overnight tonight. You probably do anyways, but make sure you deflate those overnight tonight because you don't want those to be bouncing around with the strong gusty winds that we're expecting as this system swings its way on in. All right, so temperatures this morning are trending much colder. We're anywhere from 10 to 15 degrees colder than what we were yesterday. When you look at the numbers and you put that into perspective, we're only in the 20s and 30s. So it is a cold start to the day. The clouds cleared on out. That's really allowed those temperatures to come on down this morning. But we're looking at plenty of sunshine throughout the day, and temperatures climbing back into the 40s, close to 50 across the Southern Valley. So still below average by about 5 degrees or so. That's been the story here since we flipped the pattern from an above average pattern to now a well below average pattern. And that's been sticking with us for the last several weeks. If you have evening plans here tonight, it's Tuesday night. Maybe you're heading off to dinner to grab some tacos because it is Taco Tuesday. 42 by 6 for the evening rush hour. Then once the sun goes down, temperatures drop back down into the mid to upper 30s. So it'll drop pretty quickly. Not a ton of precipitation chances or rain chances here over the next 7 days, but we do have a couple more waves that are going to be swinging their way on in. Let's talk about wave number 1 that comes through tomorrow night into Wednesday. Here it comes. I showed you the big picture just a second ago. We'll dive into our rainfall and snowfall forecast. Again, the bullseye is going to be across the upper Midwest. If you have any travel plans there, it's going to drag a cold front through the area. So the winds are going to be out of the northwest, and that's going to usher in that cooler, drier air. So we'll see those temperatures drop down just a little bit for about a day or so. And I think that's about it. Precipitation wise, it's really not, it's lacking a lot of precipitation, which these Clipper systems do. They're coming out of Canada. They just don't have a lot of moisture with them. We need moisture coming in from the Gulf to get a lot more precipitation, and that's just not going to be the case. But you can see the classic areas that we saw even yesterday, Upper East Tennessee, Smoky Mountains. So when you translate over that over to some snowfall, I do think that we are going to have some light snow across the mountains, maybe 1 to 2 max across the highest peaks of the Smokies. But it's nice to see a little bit of snowfall across the Smoky Mountains of East Tennessee. As I mentioned, we are, and if you were with me earlier this week or even this past weekend, we were talking about the potential for some Arctic air to settle on in for the upcoming weekend. The thing is it looks like it's going to stay a little bit further to the north. So maybe not trending as cold as I was talking about 3 or 4 days ago. So when you look at your 7-day forecast, we'll stay in the 40s and 50s all the way through Friday. So you can see as the cold front comes through Wednesday, it drops our temperatures from 52 Wednesday down to 43. So we'll have an average day on Wednesday because our average high is 53. Then we're below average. We start to warm back up as our next little wave heads our way. But again, a lot of these are going to be during the overnight hours, not looking at much in the way of precipitation. Look at the weekend forecast. Saturday, I think we'll be right around 50 degrees. And then Sunday, we're down to 42. And then that Arctic air, that colder Canadian air settles in Sunday, Monday, rather than Saturday, Sunday. So it's A, a little bit delayed, and B, it doesn't look like it's going to be as intense. And speaking of which, if you are going to be heading off to the city of Knoxville is holding their Greenway, their Cross Knox 15K, actually the Knoxville Track Club is. And if you recall, I have now partnered with the Knoxville Track Club, like I did with One Knox. I'm going to be giving forecasts for all of their events, and that does include the Knoxville Covenant Health Knoxville Marathon. But you need to go on their website, and you need to enter if you want to do this on their website. But it's going to be going for it's a Greenway run. So Morningside Park to Kneeling Greenway, Third Creek Greenway to Tyson Park, Third Creek Greenway back to Bearden Greenway. So it's a great little 15K. If you're a runner, jogger, you're trying to get ahead of next year when we are like, okay, I'm going to reset again this year, and I'm going to get healthy this year. And then we get on a roll. We all go to the gyms. We all start working out. We start getting healthy. And then we start warming up. And then we're all like out and about doing things. And we start eating unhealthy again. And then that little cycle. It's a cycle. It's like the water cycle, just over and over and over again. Anyways, if you want to head off, if you want to sign up for the Cross Knox 15K, I'll be keeping you posted on that, of course, or any of the runs. And I'll be talking more about those runs coming up in the coming days. They've got about 15 or so that I will be forecasting the weather for. And that, again, does include the Covenant Health Knoxville Marathon. All right, Crystal likes those weekend temperatures way better than what we were talking about 3 or 4 days ago when it looked like we were going to have that Arctic air set up shop and roll its way on through. Not necessarily going to be the case. All right, let's get to work with those national holidays. We're cruising right along here this morning. It is now 7:38 as we get you started. We'll take you back outside, show you this beautiful sunrise taking shape. How about the mountains of East Tennessee over in the Gatlinburg? That's a pretty view. Let's make that bigger. There we go. Look at that. Gorgeous to get the day started. By the way, give a big shout out to Vinay Simlot. He's on here this morning. I used to work with him over at the TV station.
Spotlight for December 9th.
And he's getting married next year in India. Vinay, I'm just going to tell you right now, my wife and I are trying to figure out how we can make it to India next year for your wedding, because it looks like and it sounds like it's going to be a classic Indian wedding and amazing. So much fun. And I got to ask you, are you going to ride in on an elephant? And if we do come, they are requiring that we get, I think it's 4 or 5 outfits that we have to change within a couple of days. I don't know if we're going to be able to make it, Vinay, but if we can, we will definitely be there. All right, let's talk about those national holidays. It is December 9th. Of course, we're celebrating birthdays and events out there. Any birthdays or events, let me know. Come out to Ladies' Night in Seymour Mercantile tonight from 6 to 8:30 for a special shopping night. Refreshments and special sales at over 30 vendors. So if you're looking for something to do, Felicia has us covered because she always goes to these events. All right, it's Lutefisk Day? Lutefisk Day? What's Lutefisk? Does anybody know what Lutefisk? I don't even know if I'm saying it right. It looks like it could be good. Let's see what it is. On December 9th, Lutefisk Day reminds residents in Norway, Finland, and Sweden to begin preparing for their Lutefisk for Christmas. The day is also referred to as Anna's Day. In case you're not Scandinavian, Lutefisk is basically cod that gets soaked in lye after the cod is caught. It's dried to the point of becoming firm and leathery. You tenderize the fish and bring it back to its former condition. It gets soaked in lye. Once it's nice and tender, the lutefisk is skinned and boned. Finally, it's boiled until it reaches its gelatinous consistency. Another way to prepare lutefisk is to season it and bake it in the oven. Well, my brother-in-law lived in Sweden for a long time, and we did a lot of those Swedish traditions with them when we went to Sweden, like, I don't know, it was about 20 years ago or so, I guess. Well, his daughter is 16, so no, it would have been 16 years ago. He just turned 16. 16 years ago is when we went to Sweden. Wow, that was crazy. That was fun, too. It's now also National Christmas Card Day. Do you do Christmas cards? Do you like Christmas cards? Do you send them out? Boy, I'll tell you what, it's expensive. I'm not going to be a naysayer here, but I'm going to tell you my personal thought on Christmas cards. Don't waste your money and your time and energy and the resources that we have in this world on a Christmas card to me. While I will accept it and I will love it and I'll put it on my refrigerator or my countertop and let people see it, I am not a big fan of Christmas cards myself. I think it's a very wasteful resource in our U.S. Sure, it's nice to get them, but let me know in the chat if you like Christmas cards and or do you send out Christmas cards every single year. You know, there's always the time too that people put in what the family has been doing over the year. You know, you write a nice little thing, people can stay up to date with you, but then social media came around and we're like, well, we don't really even, I already know what you're doing. I see it on social media every day. Anyways, those are my personal opinions. All right, it's also National Pastry Day. Gotta love some pastries. I love me some pastries, especially ones with the cream cheese filling in the middle. So good. And it's Weary Willy Day. What is Weary Willy Day? Weary Willy Day on December 9th recognizes the art of clowning and the impact it has on our lives. This holiday was named after a character made famous by Emmett Kelly, who was born on this day in 1898. Weary Willy was a unique character in the art of clowning. Kelly had developed Weary Willy at a time when the white-faced, goofy clown was the norm, and selling the idea for a sad, down-on-his-luck clown did not fit the formula most circuses were seeking for. Or were seeking, anyways. For the time being, Kelly put back the white face and the brightly colored costume. Well, there you go. And some people don't even like clowns. Like, they're scary to them. On this date in history, December 9th in 2003, although it never threatened land, a subtropical storm became Tropical Storm Peter, approximately 700 miles west-northwest of Cape Verde Islands. In 1989, a strong storm produced winds gusting to 40 to 65 miles per hour from the Alaskan Peninsula to the North Gulf Coast of Alaska. In 1988, a winter storm blanketed the southern and central Appalachians, up to 10 inches of snow. Arctic air invaded the north central U.S., bringing sub-zero cold to Minnesota and North Dakota. In 1987, the fifth storm in 9 days kept the northwestern U.S. wet and windy. In 1917, a severe winter storm struck the Ohio Valley and Great Lakes region. It produced 25 inches of snow and winds gusting to 78 miles per hour. Well, that would be more of a blizzard, not a severe winter storm. That's more of a blizzard. But I guess that kind of is all encompassing when you say severe winter storm. But I just think severe just kind of coincides with storms, like thunderstorms. In 1786, a second great snowstorm in just 5 days brought another 15 inches of snow in Morristown, New Jersey, on top of the 8 inches, which fell on the 7th, 8th, and the 18 inches, which fell on the 4th and the 5th. My goodness gracious. The storm total was upwards of 41 inches of snow. Any takers on 41 inches of snow? Could you imagine if we had 41 inches of snow here in East Tennessee? We wouldn't leave for weeks. And today's daily quote by Woody Allen. I took a speed reading course and read War and Peace in 20 minutes. It involves Russia. Nice. In 1984, the Jacksons played their last show together in LA. In 1962, Lawrence of Arabia by David Lean had its world premiere in London. In 1941, China declared war on Japan, Germany, and Italy. In 1940, World War II. During World War II, British troops opened their first major offensive in North Africa. In 1884, Levant M. Richardson received a patent for the ball-bearing roller skate. Oh, that's cool. That's 1884 roller skates. That's cool. In 1793, the America Minerva was published for the first time. It was the first daily newspaper in New York City and was founded by Noah Webster. The more you know. Oh, that's a cool view. Got a little bit of fog out there, some freezing fog this morning. Probably not going to cause any major issues. That's a live look at downtown Clinton, Anderson County to get the day started. Oh. I was just looking at my social media. My phone's blowing up, and there's some dude being really offensive on there, so I'm going to have to go shut him down here in just a minute. Happy birthday to my disabled sister. Doctor said she wouldn't live to be 10 years old. Thanks to Jesus, she has made 60, and I'm praying for many more. Ruth, happy birthday to your sister. That's amazing. You hear stories like that all the time. The doctors can't know everything, just like I can't know exactly how the storms are going to play out. When they give you a diagnosis, sometimes they can be wrong. For the better and for typically the benefit, hopefully, of your life or our lives, if they're a loved one. There we go. How does it feel to be engaged? Aaron, are you feeling good about the engagement? Surely you are. I want to see a picture of your ring. Can you take a picture of your ring and upload it to Witcher's Pictures so we can share it to everybody else? What are you talking about? Oh, he's getting a little bit better with his humor. My humor is terrible, Brandon. I'm not a comedian. Although sometimes I think so. Thanks. I appreciate that. Knoxville Track Club partnership. It's great. Great little partnership. So I'll be helping them out every day. Happy Tuesday to you as well. I'm so happy. No blast. What? What are you talking about? No blast of cold air. Yeah, geez. You're not wrong. Some people just think that social media, you can just be rude to everybody. It's just mind blowing, but it's an instant block. It's an instant off my platform. I don't put up with any of that crap. You're still floating. Oh, Aaron, that is so awesome. I absolutely love it. Do you mind explaining? I could send you a link. You could join me on the broadcast. You could tell us about how he did it. If you wanted to join on the broadcast, maybe we can do that another day. We can set it up if you want to send me an email and we can do things. So I'd love for you to do that, or anybody that wants to join on the broadcast in the morning just to say hi. Maybe we should do that one day. We could just have, bring the viewers onto the platform if you're so willing to do so. You spent 20 years of your life on the rink. I spent 18 months. Well, not 18 months. I had to do some community service back in the day, and I spent it at the not the roller rink, but the ice rink. We won't worry about that. All is well. All is well. Oh, you did post it. When did you post that? 7:47. Oh, you posted that this morning. Look at how fast you are. Awesome stuff. We'll get to that here in a second. This is Missy from Anderson County. A beautiful sunrise taking shape here this morning. And then, of course, we're going to debut Aaron's engagement ring. How about that one? That one's from Missy. That one's gorgeous. All right, Aaron, you ready for this? This is the ring. Oh, wow. That is gorgeous, Aaron. Oh, my goodness gracious. He did well, my friend. Here it is. Look at that. That is gorgeous. What is that cut called? I don't know what that's called because I don't know all the cuts. And remember, if you're looking to do something like this, or if you're looking to send your loved one a nice new ring or necklace or pendant, remember I partner up with Kramer Jewelry in Morristown, Jim Kramer. You'll be seeing more on social media about that as well. But head up to Morristown and check out Kramer Jewelry because he does a great job, great little shop. And boy, when I went and did that reel for him, he's like, do you want me to close down the store for like an hour because we're really busy? I was like, no, it'll be fine. No, he wasn't kidding. They are super slam packed and super busy all the time. People just kept coming in and coming in and coming in. Like, okay, well, maybe we won't be able to to do this. All right. So did you see the fresh snowfall across the mountains of East Tennessee? How about that one? Had a great little drone shot. Not a little one, but from Joey Exum. Let's see. I had a chance to go out and talk to the kids yesterday. I didn't really post much yet on social media, but I had a chance yesterday to talk to the kids. I was really busy. But big shout out to West Valley Middle School in West Knoxville. Here's another great shot of that one. Had to get the kids on there, of course. Where is it? There it is. Here's some great shots of the snow over into North Carolina. That was Boone. There's another great shot, and here's another good one from Mountain City, Boone, and also just on the North Carolina side. We saw some pretty good snow showers, so that was pretty awesome to see. And I also have to give a big shout out to, I don't know if I have it on here. I thought I saved it. I did save it. So, for those of you that have joined the broadcast all the time, I do appreciate that. Hopefully all of you do have my East Tennessee weather app. It's free, but in case you don't, maybe this will help you out a little bit. This was from Pam, and Pam sent me a private message just on, it was on November 9th. So like a month ago. She said, I just want to say thank you for what you do. We live in Crossville, and last year we lost our power during a tornado storm. Our daughter, who lives in Nashville, was able to tell us where the tornado was by listening to you on her computer and telling us where it was by phone. We lost internet connection also. Because you told us exactly where it was, we were safe. You were the only one who named the roads. It was on the street just behind us. Thank you very much. That right there gives me goosebumps. It is exactly why I'm here and doing what I do every single day. This is why I'm building the platform that I'm building. First on, last off during severe weather. Try to give you all the information that you possibly can know to help you guide and plan your events and your days and your practices and whatever you may have going on in your life if you travel. That is 100% the truth. And listen, the East Tennessee weather app travels anywhere in the country. As long as you have location services turned on and notifications, you will be notified of any inclement weather in the entire country. And that's exactly what Weather Call is going to do as well, except you'll get a phone call from me personally with my voice on there saying, hey, listen, you're under tornado warning, and it works, or severe thunderstorm warning or flash flood warning or whatever, and it works anywhere in the country. So you get a phone call with Weather Call. You'll get the push alerts and text messages from the East Tennessee weather app. But you got to realize that people typically answer phone calls, especially if it's in your phone, it's somebody you know. So again, I'll be talking much more about Weather Call here tomorrow. We're going to be doing a 15 Days of Christmas giveaway. I have 15 of these. 15. Look at all these to give away for a 1-year subscription. It only comes out to 4 cents a day. It's $15 a year. It really is a great benefit, especially I think for some of the older population. If they don't really know how to use cell phones very well or work the apps very well, it is a great tool to have in your toolbox. So These are things that I want to continue to grow and expand and have these partnerships with One Knox, with the Knoxville Track Club, with Weather Call. And listen, if you are a small business, please reach out to me because I want to help you grow your small business. I've got the eyeballs, and as I'm growing too, I'm growing every single day as well. So I've got the platform to help push your platform or your business out a little bit. It's a two-way street, right? And one other thing I want to pass along to you as well. If you have a business, a restaurant, a waiting room that has multiple TVs in it, if you put East Tennessee Weather on the 24-hour weather channel, whether it's on YouTube, Roku TV, or Amazon Fire, if you put that up in your establishment and you take a picture of it and send it my way, Mike@easttnweather.com, I will come to your establishment and we'll do a fun reel just to highlight who you are and the fact that I just want to say thank you to you. So hit me up, Mike@easttnweather.com. If you have a business, a small business, any sort of business, it doesn't have to be a small business, waiting rooms. I mean, I'm talking to all you doctor's offices, hospitals, hotels. Put East Tennessee Weather up in your establishment. Send me a photo, Mike@easttnweather.com, and we will come highlight your business for helping yet another small business right here in East Tennessee. It's how the world works, man. You know, I scratch your back, you scratch mine, vice versa. We got to work together to build our community, to make it better. I'll bring the weather aspects, but I've got the platform to help you push your business out as well. But I hope you have a great day today. I really do appreciate you joining me here on Wake Up with Witcher every single day. Don't forget to download the East Tennessee Weather app. And remember, 15 Days of Christmas starts tomorrow. Be safe, be kind to each other. Life is short.
There's a fire in my left chest, burning my soul, but it fights with my heartbeat. There's an effort that you made that wasn't enough. There's a figure in the mirror that's giving it up. And it's you. Oh, it's you. There's a barbed wire man with a concrete soul and a dream just to fly free. There's a spray can sitting, it could light up the show if you gave it to me. This army of sinners forgot to fight for a cause, while the visionaries run a race that's already lost. And it's you. Oh, it's you. It's you. Oh, it's you. There's a schoolboy standing up in front of an army, shoes in the mud and the wet paint, twists and turns up the alley, just like it should. So your colors, they start, and it's stripping you